Hello and welcome to the orientation for students of INHE, or Institute of Natural Health and Education, formerly known as the American Bodywork Institute, here in Bradley, Illinois. Now, what should you know before you start taking classes of INHE? You should know, how to successfully complete your online classes and your live classes. For one, you have to acquire the minimum passing grade of C, which represents 70% of the total passing grade. Attend at least 9-week classes out of the 12-week that we have, and complete all the assignments and all the exams. Now, what is the differences and similarities between the online class and the live classes? The attendance for the online classes requires students to participate weekly in the Health Network system, answering questions related to the enrolled classes. On the other hand, the live classes require students to be physically present and participate on at least 70% of the classes. Now, all the exams for both classes, online and live class, must be completed online. Online classes require students to prepare and submit all the assignments via the assignment submission page found here. Now, basically, the schoolwork for the online class should be completed online, with the exception of previously announced hybrid classes. Next will be how to have access to the student's personal page. The student's personal page can be accessed via the school's website or web page by clicking on the student's login button and enter the student's username and password, which you should be getting from your instructor or from the office or registration. So make sure you know your username and password to enter it when you go online. Now, what will you find on the student's personal page? The student's personal page contains information about the enrolled classes that you have enrolled for, how to submit assignments, how to pay online for your tuition, add or enroll for new classes, take an online exam, weekly questions to be answered, how to do that, where to go, and how to contact the instructor of the school. Now, how to have access to the class pages then? Students logged onto the personal page here can have access to the class page by clicking on the course title, which can then redirect the students to the specific class. Remember that only online classes will show a link for the class pages, since the work in the live class is done inside of the classroom. Now, in the class page, students will find also schedule outlines. When you go there, you're going to find the schedule outline. You're going to have directions for assignments and also helpful videos and etc. So take your time to click on all the links on the class page to learn about each option that you have there, okay, on the assignments and the videos and etc. Now, following up with the schedule outline is very important, because it's extremely important so you can successfully complete each course of study that you have enrolled for. Read each weekly recommendation, which can include, but not always limited to, pages to read on the book, assignments to be completed, videos to watch, weekly health network questions need to be answered. Now, the weekly attendance, it's slightly different for the online and the live classes. The weekly attendance for the online classes is measured based on the students' participation at the health network system, which will post weekly questions to be answered and also discussed among the students, which will be graded by the instructor. That's the weekly attendance for the online class. Now, completing and submitting the 3 course assignments needed for both classes, online and live classes. So all classes, online and live class, require that students complete and present to the instructor 3 assignments throughout the 12 weeks of the trimester. Assignments for the online class must be completed every 3 weeks and submitted to the instructor via online, with the other one is done inside of the classroom for the live classes. When you're ready to take your midterm exam, which is available in the 6th week of each trimester, what you need to do in order to take that, students should click on the Taking an Online Test button located on the personal page. After being redirected to the classmarker.com, the student must register with Classmarker using a username for each course. The unique username is necessary for each class. Now, completing and submitting your final report paper, mostly for the online classes, should be completed and submitted via online. For more information on the title and requirements for the final report, the student should open and read the assignment option located on each course page. Okay? Next, prepare and deliver your final oral report, mostly done for the live classes. The final report paper, or sometimes also is substituted as an oral report for the live class, must be completed at home and then delivered inside of the class. So prepare yourself about maybe 2 or 3 weeks prior to the final week, which is the 12th week when you deliver that oral report, and bring them to class. Now, taking your final exam, when you're ready for the final exam, that will become available during the last week of class and can be accessed by clicking on the Take an Online Test button located on a personal page. Students do not need new username to gain access to the final exams. Just enter the username previously used for the midterm exam, which you did before. Now, if you want to ask a school or the instructor a question, you can do that by submitting a question by clicking on the Contact Us link found on a personal page. After being redirected to the contact page, student must enter all the required information besides the questions. So that will be for the instructor to identify the sender and also the subject. Now, if you want to pay for your online or your tuition online, monthly tuition can be paid using the secure online system managed by PayPal. Student can use personal credit cards, bank cards, or PayPal account if you have one. But if you don't have a PayPal account, it's okay. You don't need one. You can pay with your regular bank card. Remember, all tuitions due from the 1st to the 10th of each month. If you're paying after the 10th, late fee will be added to your account. Now, if you want to add or enroll for classes, the student can do that during the current trimester. If class is available and permissible to be added, like clinical practice, professional ethics, clinical preparation, and all of those other little classes. So consult your instructor or the school if you have a question about which classes you can add. Okay? So I wanted to thank you very much for watching the orientation for the classes or the students of NHE, and I wish you good luck in your trimester and good studies and learn well. Okay? Now we'll see you soon.